Check Game Podcast.
New episode of Check Game.
Another episode of Check Game Podcast.
So welcome back to Check Game.
Welcome back to Check Game
Podcast.
All right, welcome back to Check Game.
Welcome back to Check Game.
Yo, welcome back to Check Game.
Welcome back to Check Game.
Hey, yo, welcome back to Check Game, man. I'm here with your boy, Alvin Williams.
Got an opportunity to share a game. You know, it's called Check Game.
Welcome back to Check Game Podcast. I'm here with your boy, Alvin Williams.
I'm here with Fatz. What's up, Fatz? How you feeling, cousin?
I'm chilling, man. What's up with you, man? I'm happy to be here with you. This is our 12th episode of Check Game Podcast. This will be our last episode for this season. We got a lot of good things coming. We wanted to start off by thanking our staff, thanking our producer, giving Al some love, and of course me too, right, for all of us putting this together and making this thing happen. And we kind of wanted to recap and talk about how this podcast came about, mention a few of our guests, and share a bit of our thoughts with y'all and some of the new things we got coming for season 2, man. We got some things coming, so I wanted to pass it over to you, Al, so you can say a shout out to the audience.
No doubt, man. It's always, in this business, man. Media now, we in the media world, cuz, so it's like you rely a lot on definitely your product, and our product is coming through. Thanks to Davon, man, and you and y'all called me. You called me and was like, "Oh, cuz, I got this idea, man, and this is what we could do. We should do this. We always talking shit. We always, sharing ideas and thoughts for a long time. Let's put this out on wax." So, you brought that idea to reality, and it's great because I've had these opportunities before. I've even indulged a little bit in it in Canada. And, with dealing with some of the networks and dealing with sponsorships and stuff like that, you got to kind of play the waiting game a bit, and you got to go through a process. But it was real cool for you to bring it to the doorstep, and then we made a conversation a reality, man. So, and we're getting a lot of great feedback. And most importantly, man, I enjoy doing it with you. I enjoy being on stage with you. I enjoy sharing conversations and having this time with my cousin. So, no, it's great to be in this spot.
Same here, man. I really enjoy it because me and you spend a lot of time together discussing sports, and now is an opportunity for some audience. We can create an audience that can get some of our jargon that we share between each other. And you're right. Let's give a shout out to Dave, man. Davon, he been putting this thing down since he came aboard and started working with us on this project. So again, big shout out to Dave. And I wanted to thank all our viewers, all our subscribers, any comment, any interaction y'all guys had with us. It meant a lot, and it was entertaining. And I want to say in the comments, everybody was respectful, man. Everybody had their own opinion, and everybody was respectful. So we can always argue. We can always go back and forth. I'm always down for it. I just like to be respectful to on both sides. But
that's going to change soon. Let a couple more people. That's going to change soon.
So we wanted to recap, man. We started out just me and you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we started out me and you just putting this thing together, and we got a nice response when we did our first initial show. So that was pretty cool. And we moved after that, and we did a few more things, man. Anything you got? We want to talk about it at recap?
Yeah, man. We definitely did the introduction. I think we did justice to the introduction. I think we gave a good idea of who we were, individually and collectively, me and you, our relationship. And even we didn't even get all the way deep in things. And, throughout our time doing this whole journey with us, we're going to continue tapping into our relationship and things that we disagree on, we agree on, how we collaborate.
So I'll ask you about, give me some of the guys that gave you a good battle when you playing against. Who a tough matchup for you in the pros?
In the pros?
Yeah.
Everybody.
That's the right answer, man.
Hey, dog, it ain't no so let me take me, for example. I wasn't no star. I would put myself just from the outlook of a career, like like a mid-level player. I think I was much better than that at any time. I can go and do certain things.
Okay.
But I was also somebody that you had to respect,
Sure.
in and out the game. But it's guys, for me, dog, you take the AIs out because that's
That's
a
it to
fiction.
everybody, right? That's it.
But this dude, Baron Davis, dog. Baron Davis was the toughest because he was athletic, he was strong, he was big, and he ain't had no weaknesses. Like he ain't have any weaknesses in his game, but he was one of those dogs. Like he was a dog, and when he really got his thing going, handling bip bop, shooting from anywhere, alley-oop dunk, you had to pay back attention to him. He catch back door, dunk on you. Defensively, when he wanted to lock in, he was dope. But man, Earl Boykins, you talk about Earl, you seen it. Tony Parker.
Oh man.
And one day Vince, he sent me all these pictures, dog. I don't know where he got all these pictures from. And he was like, yo, you played against some good guards. And I was like, damn, I did. From John Stockton all the way up to Gilbert Arenas, like, everybody, dog. Like, so I can't name one person, but the people that come to mind right away is BD. BD was a monster. AI, of course. Steve Francis, Terrell, Brandon, Chauncey. But I go forever, dog. Like, Andre Miller, you know what I mean? Damon Stoudemire. Yeah, it was a time where it was no nights off. I remember.
But then we got to having, our guests. We got a chance to have the guest, the class of 1993 from Philadelphia. And that's the one thing, man. You talk about people that like, subscribe, and all. There's so many people on the streets, walking around on the streets, getting their phone calls from close friends and family, and they really showing appreciation. But that, some struggles. And I never forget, I was in 7th grade, and he was like, yo, I'll take you somewhere. And I never forget, dog. He took me down North Philly and had me walking down, and he was like, yo, man, you forgetting where you from. I know, Dad, I'm from Mount Airy. I ain't down here.
Why you bringing me to the slums, Dad? What's going on?
He on this joint, he's like, yo, don't forget where you from. I'll never forget I had bad grades, and he went to my school with my report card. Back then, I thought you could get your report card, they hand it to you, you can do it. This all is digital. They mail it to you. I ain't had no control no more, and he got it before I got it. And he was like, yo, he came to my school. It was basketball season, football season just ended. All my football equipment was still in the locker room. And he was like, yo, you sloppy. And I'll never forget, we ate, and he was like, yo, I'm taking you down here. And he was walking around. It was like 24th and somewhere. I remember 20, he's like, yo, this is where we live. But that's where he lived. I remember that. But my pop always had that. Like, nah, dog. So our first guest at Silverback Cigar Lounge, owned by, co-owner by Aaron McKee, my man Roman McDonald, Olin Chamberlain, and I keep forgetting that other gentleman's name, but I think it's 4 of them all together. Bringing that together, Fatz, that was big time, man. That was real big time for us, having those guys there with us.
Definitely. I was those are your guys, so I was really excited. Rashid's my guy. I almost swung on Ty Weeks when he walked through the door because he's an FLC guy. So Jay Lawson, he and my brother through the strength of you. You know what I mean? We hang out. And Mark, I always got to give you a shout out because when I was a young boy in Harnett's, if I even looked like I made a layup, he would just scream North Philly. And like, if I done anything right, Mark Jackson just had to let the gym know I was from North Philly when I did it. So shout out to Mark Jackson. Big love.
You stated we're coming to get you. Arnold's last day of finals, Bruiser Flint and John Hernandez showed up with baseball bats. True story. True story. Take me to the coach's office. Get your stuff, put in my car. They busted in and said, we're the head coach. All the coaches there. They said, Mark is transferring. And if you're doing anything to transfer, I'm going to crack your skulls open. True story. I never told this story before. Dog, listen. Say, I'm going to crack your skulls open. And he was like, no, he can't leave. I'm going to crack your skulls open. And then that's what happened. I ended up in Temple. And remember, Temple wasn't recruiting me out of high school. They was only recruiting Sheed because Coach Shaney, he believed he said, only recruit one player at a position.
Shout out to Mark Jackson. Big love. We also had your man Mo Howard. He gave us some game and gave us a feel of what that time was back then. I like that he gave us that and gave us some game on that. Like, yo, check this out. And that was pretty cool for Mo Howard to kind of let us know. Like, I got a better understanding of what he mean about Oscar Robertson. You know what I mean? He described those times a bit different. And it was nice to have that back and forth with him.
Like, Oscar Robertson will never say this publicly, and I don't know if you ever see Oscar Robertson play.
Yeah, I have.
But Oscar Robertson was everybody's idol. You know what I'm saying, Al? He was everybody's idol. And he will never say this. You know, he listened to these people talk about, no disrespect, Westbrook.
Russell
You
Westbrook.
know, I mean, Westbrook is a super, super duper talent. But to compare him to Oscar Robertson, I think is bullshit.
Damn.
Right.
I think it's bullshit.
That's up.
And you said it, like, he ain't had to deal with the shit that O did. I mean, back in those days, like, they treated you like shadow. They treated you like a slave. Like O played for the Royals. And the Royals, they really didn't value who Oscar was. And they tried to tell Oscar, you can't go looking at any other team to make more money. We own you.
Wow.
We own you. And so that is the genesis of the Oscar Robertson rule,
The free
which
agency.
made it easier for players to move to other teams.
Damn.
Right?
Damn.
And so, that man could have lost everything. But so many of the brothers rallied around that it was the groundswell was overwhelming. Young people need to know these things.
Yeah,
definitely.
for sure.
Definitely.
They just like, I get it.
It was also nice to get my man Flip, you know what I mean? Like crossover killer Flip. So
I never try to follow nobody and be like other people. I always stepped off and been different. So that alone just made me look at other people's games, stuff like that. And then I padded my layup and my finger roll at the Clyde Drexler. I can say that. I can love the way he should take off on the one leg. That's why I was on one leg jumping when I dunked the basketball. I did patent that part of my game from him. Clyde Drexler was my favorite player.
You ain't patting your handle after.
No.
Clyde was dribbling.
No. No, his handle was ass.
It was a nice experience to start this off. We got plenty more guests coming. Al's got plenty of friends. Al's got great relationships. So I'm excited to do this second season because me and you kind of know our calendar and which way we're going, which we'll soon let our audience know and our fans know. But we got some good things coming up shortly, right after we close this out. So I wanted to give every guest a shout out too, man. Thanks for stopping by. It enhanced the podcast. It's been nothing but love. So I'm excited, Al. I'm really excited to get into the next season for this.
Yeah, I'm with you. And to your point, talking to Mr. Howard, Mr. Mo Howard, very close friend, the father of a very close friend, Ashley Howard, who coaches at Villanova. And that might be a great guest to have just from the college landscape. And, talk about them Villanova championships that they won. But Mr. Howard really gave his game. And like you said, Flip as well gave his game and insight on the process of the drafts process and all of those things. And I think ultimately, Fatz, will be talked about a podcast with a purpose, man. Like we see a lot of podcasts, and shout out to all the people out there that have their own podcasts and their own direction. But one thing we talked about was really being intentional about the information we given, responsible about the information we given, because it's not just our friends watching, it's our family watching, friends, kids, and we got a long reach, and make sure the information we give isn't instructional, entertaining, of course, it's real, it's authentic, but it has a purpose. So I think a lot of times our guests and the direction of our interviews, or just conversations, I should say, is bringing that element. So I'm excited to your point, for more guests. We're gonna have more guests coming on. We're gonna schedule. We got season 2 scheduled, and that'll come through, and it's gonna be exciting. And also, man, everybody come to me, Philly. We talk 16th Street. We talk about different leagues and talk about different players. I definitely want to highlight Philly because that's where we are. That's where we from. That's where we from. But also, man, it's much bigger than Philly. This is much bigger than Philly, and people that we've talked to have a longer reach than just Philadelphia. So I just want to make sure we expand across the world. I want people to get our message across the world. I want people across the world to understand Philly, and 2 cats from Philly that's giving a message. So I'm really excited, man, to continue working with you, man, and continue going through these guests and continue with different type of topics that we're going to cover.
No doubt about it, man. Like you said, it's a good situation because we do this amongst each other. We talk sports and we crack jokes, and we can always debate and disagree, like I do with you most of the time. So it's good that we got a platform to kind of iron some of these debates out and see if the audience going to go with me or the audience going to go with you. So I'm excited about it, and it's been a great time. It's been a great journey. I think we want to keep this one kind of short because everybody, I think we all looking forward to this next season. And I think this episode was for us to just really let everybody know thank you. We appreciate everything that y'all guys done. And look forward to the next project we got putting out because it should be pretty good. Season 2 should be pretty good, especially through Alvin's relationships. We got some people showing up for us. So
they our relationship.
I like that. So before we get out of here, I just wanted to thank everybody. Thank Day. Thank you. And any words you got out for our fans or anything you want to say to our audience before we end this and get ready to start second season?
You said it all, my brother. You said it all. Thank you to everybody, man, and look forward to continue going.
I think that's it, yo.